Let's do it.
Oh, I know you guys. I've seen you guys before.
Oh, wow. Wow. This guy, Uriah Hall's like, I've seen this morning combat show on CBS
Yeah, I've
Sports.
seen you guys before.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a good thing, Uriah Hall. Okay.
I'll let you know at the end. I'll let you know.
Oh, wow. I'm ready to go prime time with you just the same. This Saturday, UFC Fight Night. That man right there. Main event, Sean Strickland, 4-fight win streak. Hey, Uriah Hall, why is nobody talking about that? You're like the most red hot middleweight right now. 4-fight win streak. Is it because somebody had to lose a leg for you to get there? I mean, put some respect on your name, bro.
Wait, what's the question? Why is no one talking?
No one's talking about this win streak.
Oh, I mean, it's some weird wins, man. It's defeating Anderson Silva, which people had their own opinion with age gap and timing, less strikes, which I thought was a beautiful chess match because he's one of the best, and I knew his style so well. I shut it down and caught him at the end. It's breaking a guy's leg before he threw a punch, which, okay, that happened. So people are going to have their opinion, brother.
Okay. So when you enter this fight, we make our own narratives in the media because we got time to fill, right? Headlines to fill. What's your narrative? What does this fight represent for you at 36 in the top 10 in middleweight, trying to get to that title?
It's a fight, man. The fight game is kind of hard to explain to people who don't fight or train. It's hard. It's really hard to explain. It's almost like I got to find words that don't exist, unless someone does it. It's like me jumping in your world with the broadcasting or whatever. I won't get until I try it. I'll see it and be like, oh, that's easy. I can talk on a mic. Nah, man, there's work behind the scenes. There's a lot. But each chapter in your life is going to require a better version of you. And that's how I look at it.
All right. When you look at this run you're on, considering your age, you'll get a lot of narrative building of this is the last run. This is the last chance. You're going to put it all together and make a big run at that belt. Is it not necessarily that for you? Is it still fight by fight, getting better every time, like you mentioned?
It's a narrative for fans and spectators. They don't know me. They don't know what I go through. They don't know my body. They don't know how I perform. They don't get it. So why am I going to be like, oh yeah, you're right. Nah, it's not happening. That's for their, opinion entitlement. And again, free world.
All right. I love it. You're just like, yo, fuck them. I respect that. Okay.
I didn't say that. I said, you can have your own thought. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. Look, as we get into this main event on Saturday, Las Vegas, what should we expect here? Because you got an opponent who's really on a good run right now, trying to get into that top 10 where you reside. Your fights are typically awesome. So, the layman in me is just like, hey, man, buckle up. Let's enjoy this.
Well, I hate to break it, but I've kind of let go of expectation. I can't tell you what to expect. Nobody's ready. None of these fighters are ready but you prepared. So if someone said, you ready? No, I'm not ready. Hell no, I'm not freaking ready, but I'm prepared. But from what I've seen, go ahead.
Like a deep psychological vibe coming off, right? Like the Matrix, like the spoon's not bent, you are. Like that's the vibe I'm catching right now.
It's just realness. It's realness because a lot of people are fake. And I just don't know how to talk to fake people. So if I'm real, it seems different because everyone's so caught up in this weird ass world we live in. And I'm real, man. I keep it real. If I don't like you, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry, brother. I don't like you. It doesn't mean that you a bad person. Just mean I don't like you. I'm honest. I'm always going to be honest. And I'm honest with me before I can be honest with someone else. So you can say Matrix or whatever. I'm just real. I keep it real.
Okay. Are you looking forward to this fight? I feel like I'm more fired up than you right now. What's going on here, Uriah Hall?
Hell yeah, you're more fired up. This shit is scary, man. You would walk to an octagon and try to kill someone and be killed. That's the scariest fucking feeling. Let everybody tell you, oh yeah, I love and I live for this. They're lying out their ass. That is the scariest shit to do. It's just when you get punched or you realize what the hell you're fighting for, okay, I got to do this job. But it's scary.
Which walk was the scariest? Is there one above all of them?
All of them. Every walk is, what the fudge am I doing? Why am I doing this crap? I should be home playing video games, hanging out. I could have been a doctor. It's scary, man.
All right. Well, you're pretty damn good at it. So I'll tip my hat to you on that. When you first broke into the UFC, obviously, like, you were known for that moment, man. You were the king of spinny shit. You took a man's soul and filled the highlight reels. You were all over the place. Do you feel, looking back, like it took a while for you to like play off that persona? Like everyone's expecting that every time?
I failed a lot in the course of that path in my life because I learned to listen to people's opinion. And I later learned that someone's opinion of you should not become your reality. And they create all this expectation and then you live up to it. And then you failed and you fail miserably because now you're like, oh, I didn't do it right. How can I do it? And you forget who you are slowly. Hence why I'm real now. It's like, oh, wait a minute. I get it. I don't have to answer these motherfuckers. Are you serious? Okay, cool.
When you went through that 3-fight losing skid and you've always like this interview, you've always been very put it out there. You're real. You tell us what it was like and what you went through. How did you get through that? Because some guys don't ever recover from that. They're mentally, right? That you're like physically, man, he had all the potential. You recovered in a big way from that.
By not listening to the naysayers, by not listening to that negative affirmation, and by having the right support system, your family, of course, your friends. But I think what really gives me that edge is that I'm constantly learning, I'm constantly evolving, and I constantly say, from this horrific situation, what can I learn? What can I gain? I mean, failure is only there because people tell you you suck. I mean, the only time I will really accept failure or anything is if I stop. I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm healthy, I have great friends and family. What am I failing at? Like, did I lose the fight? Did I run out of time? So it's how you look at things. And I learned if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will change.
You from Jamaica, you represent, you moved to New York City in your early teen years. What was the hardest adjustment when you look back on that period of your life?
Culture shock. I didn't know what racism was. I didn't know a lot of things. For me in Jamaica, not wearing shoes was cool. Apparently you got to look a certain way, and kids are assholes, man. I wish I could go back in time and tell myself, bro, don't even worry about these losers. They're nothing right now. But even looking back, just like Steve Jobs says, everything connects, and you realize what you have to go through and what you have to gain to be where you are right now. But it was a culture shock. You know, in Jamaica, I had this free mentality. Felt like coming to America, New York, it was like, wake up, motherfucker. It's like, what? I got to dress a certain way? What? I can't say that? What? I can't talk like that? What? And if you don't have the proper or right guide or even support system, especially in your youth, because I was 13, didn't have my dad, you know, my mom was here by herself with my sister. And luckily I didn't go down any wrong path, but bullying happened. And it made me wanted to do some very bad things to people, which I can't say on air. And it made me even want to take my own life. And wow. I think that's the first time I've kind of understood what depression was. Not understanding it, but gotten into that. And depression is a real thing, man. And there's some people out there that are even adults getting bullied. And naturally, I have an instinct to stand up to bully, you know, whether it's verbally or physically. I'm the guy to be like, what's up? You know, I'm like the Black Superman, if you want to call me that. But I've dealt through all of that. And it sucked. But the genius thing I didn't quit.
I can appreciate that a lot. And I do like how honest we are about mental health in so many ways, not just the Simone Biles headlines this week. I always point to the documentary of Mauro Ranallo, the great combat sports announcer that has inspired me. But Uriah, we all became human again during this pandemic where even for me, you know, the anxiety and depression was kicking in like a mofo. How do you deal with that stuff today as an accomplished veteran fighter? Is that stuff still creeping up at you and you got to swipe it and fight it off?
Oh, constantly. I mean, you're constantly fighting negative thoughts, negativity. Every day is a fight. Waking up is a fight. Staying committed is a fight. Doing what you're supposed to do is a fight. But nobody knows you better than yourself. So this whole pandemic weaved out the weak, I want to call it that. It weaved out the people who are quick to be like, yeah, we shouldn't do that. Yeah, let's follow the crowd. Where I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? I have all this alone time. What can I gain from this? I sat with myself, actually saw my demons. I was like, oh shit. So that's where you motherfuckers were this whole time. And I gave them instructions. You know, you can look in the mirror and actually talk to yourself and be completely honest with yourself. A lot of people don't do that. And I had that opportunity to talk to myself, to really understand myself, to really go in depth of what the hell I'm doing to not help me to get to where I need to be. And luckily, even in that time, I had the right support system. I could have quit when the fights didn't fall out and we were looking to rent a place in Indian Reservation. It didn't go through and I was training and I lived in Vegas while Airbnb in Dallas and I was stuck and we couldn't train because the cops were walking around saying no gyms and blah, blah, blah. All these negative things were coming around. And again, the genius thing I did was, you know what? I'm going to face this. I'm going to face you, motherfucker. I'm not scared of you. That's it. So I stood up to it. I stood up to that negative affirmation, whether it was things and people. And just like tying your shoelace, just like putting on your pants, just like wiping your ass, if you practice something consistently, you'll get good at it.
I'm pretty good at the latter. I appreciate that. Absolutely. But I hope Strickland watches this interview. He's going to be afraid, man. There's some deep stuff, man. You are dialed in. You are ready. Is this peaking in fight camp, or is this just Uriah Hall every day?
This is who I am, man. I don't do this. Yeah. I don't pat myself on the back to be like, good job, Uriah. Because I'm always like, what's next? How do I do this? I don't stop to appreciate the real small things. This is just a story, brother. This chapter in my life is a story. I know I'm not going to have longevity, but do I want to leave this saying coulda, woulda, shoulda? I felt like I've done that for the most part of my career. Who knows what's going to play out? I have no control over the future, and that brings anxiety to me. The past obviously brings depression, but the hardest thing I'm learning right now is to stay present. That's all I can control. I see the BS. I see the good folks. I see the bad ones. Doesn't mean I have to change who I am. I owe it to me to be me.
Hey, I'm inspired by this. I'm loving it. Absolutely. Look, this is a sport where, look, to be honest, guys like us in the media and the fans, we get all jazzed up at the shit parts of this game, the trash talk. Oh, Connor's tweeting about Habib's dad, like all the bullshit. But what you had in the cage with Anderson Silva after that victory seemed to be like the rare, real, genuine, sweet, loving, caring, respectful moment. Being in that, was that as amazing as it looked from the outside in?
Well, when it happened the way it did, it was hard. Each round was just, I don't want to do this. I don't want to hurt the guy I looked up to for so long, who played such a significant part of my life in my career when it comes to striking. And all those emotions came in. I remember the first thing I thought about was when I was younger, watching him on my buddy's roof in Manhattan, saying, wow, this guy's awesome. Hopefully I get to train with him one day. That was the first thought when I saw him. And all of the other times, learning, watching videos, saying, oh, he does it like this. Let me tweak it like this. And I've learned so much from him. So all those emotions came back. But I think we're really set over the top that I did that to him. And I didn't want to do that to him because he's done so much for the sport. He's a respectable athlete, a respectable martial artist, and a respectable warrior. And it was hard. And I don't think anybody, if you don't share that octagon in that moment, can understand. You look at a lot of fighters I fought him, they all kind of took a bow with him and cried because they know what he represents. He's like that pinnacle. Anyone could have the belt right now, but Anderson will always be that guy. It's like, yeah, you have the belt, but Anderson is still there.
Wow. And what was said between you two and that emotional embrace on your knees afterwards? Is that some, the bushido bro code? We just leave it there. We don't talk about it like sparring, or was that, that seemed magical.
Yeah, that was the bushido bro code we don't talk about.
I could respect that. All right. It was a great moment that you gave us there. Let's keep that in the vault. All right. I gotta do something here. Okay. So there's a producer on this show. You've heard of the show, apparently, Morning Combat. It's only the most cutting edge show in all of combat sports. It's a bunch of two old white dads who just yell at each other. We have a producer named Jay, and he claims and has been claiming since day one, Uriah, that you used to be his sensei at Tiger Schulman. This is Jay Aaron. If I could just show you a picture, does this face ring any bells for you? Because he is a respectful man. Do you see that at all?
He's wearing a hat. I can't tell, but I was a sensei. I was a sensei in Tiger Schulman's in Manhattan.
He claims you were his sensei and you guys were sparring and you were showing him some things, and he may or may not have done a spinning kick and knocked you off your feet. And I'm like, bro, stop lying. Okay. Stop that shit. I said, one day I'm going to get Uriah Hall on this show and I'm going to prove to the world that you lying. So Uriah Hall, can you put him in his place? Jay Aaron, you've never seen this gentleman in your life, right?
I do remember being a sensei. I can't recall being knocked off my feet with a spinning kick. The only person I can remember did that was Raymond Daniels.
Yeah, that's not our producer, Raymond Daniels. No, not at all.
But I really don't remember. And if he did, kudos to him.
Hey, that's his moment. Okay, he's probably getting chicks with that story.
Try to do it now, probably. But let's see him do it now, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, we can arrange that anytime you're free. Believe me.
No,
All right. All right.
We don't fight for free.
Yeah, well, that's a great point. All right. So, you've caught me off guard. As a fantastic interview with deep thoughts, but you got to talk to me a little bit about this fight. Okay. If you win, that's 5 in a row. What happens next? What are you expecting from Strickland? Talk me up here. Get me fired up to tune in on Saturday.
Tune in on Saturday and you'll see.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Listen, look at all these awesome ass fights that you're like, this is going to be it. Look at the counter fight where everybody was like, yeah, this is what the hell just happened. You never know. You just never freaking know what's going to happen. That's why I let go of expectation. Yeah, I could sit here and tell you a bunch of shit that makes no sense, but I don't really fucking know. Let's go hang out with God. He knows. He's the one that's over there. And Saturday, you're like, yeah, man, I saw what happened. Shit. He's the one that's going to know what happened. But I can't tell you,
idea.
Man.
I got an idea for you. You can use this if you want. We call it turn back the clock night. Uriah Hall goes back to the spinny shit. Sends Sean Strickland to the deep dark depths, the sub basement of hell. Okay. Hey, it'd be a big moment. You get on the mic, you say, hey, Israel Adesanya, you stole everything I worked for, mother effer. I mean, look, I could write the script for you. I got a feeling something big's gonna happen on Saturday.
I have a feeling too, it's really hard to explain, man. I wish I could, I really do. But for me, just being here where I am, it's more of a championship. And again, it's hard to sell something like that because I've been through so much, and it's not the end. It's really not. It's still a part of my journey, but maybe for the first time, I'm welcoming it. And I spoke about this, that we're scared of our light. A lot of people are scared of their light. Some people don't get opportunities, other people. I was scared of my life for a long time. I live in a world where it's trying to change me. That's hard because everyone's taken, man. No one's himself. Not everyone is themselves anymore. You got to do, you don't drink Starbucks? What? I have to do this to be this. I love the fact that I get to hang out with me now. And maybe it's not for everyone. Not everyone's going to understand me. There's people going to be watching this like, look at this dumb motherfucker. What the fuck is he talking about again? Some spiritual dumb shit. And that's okay. I got to understand that that's okay. Because I'm not for everybody. And that's okay.
Was there a turning point moment where you kind of figured this all out? Or is this a lifetime of growing to get to this point?
Well,
I mean, I guess both, right?
Yeah. I mean, things happen, man. If you tell me about your life, there's chapters, right?
Oh yeah.
You probably weren't always this way, right?
No, I've always been this weird. Just I've been through some shit too, Yeah.
But I'm saying like things, whether it's having a kid, there's always that moment. I know a lot of my friends that have kids. They're like, yeah, man, you don't know when you see your daughter first eyes and all that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't understand it because I never had a kid, so I don't know. So it did something. So every time a chapter or something happened, it's gonna change them. It's going to make them see things differently. Most parents, when they see their daughter, like, fuck, I got to get a better house. Fuck, ain't nobody going to take my child away. It changed the mentality. So growth is a part of it. With the fight world, you win some, you lose some, but you just stay consistent.
Okay, then when you envision the rest of your career, however long it's going to be, is there a title shot in there? That's material things in the long run, but is that your aim?
That is my aim. I'm looking to fight the champ at some point in my career. I can't wait to get that opportunity. But in doing so, it's just whatever UFC needs me to beat or whoever UFC needs me to be. It's my career. It's my job to show up. I don't have any, what do you call it? Sick days, I don't show, I don't get paid. I can't just call out. And when you do call out, they rip you to shred. Like when I passed out because I cut weight too far, I mean, they were more upset at me that I didn't fight than my health. So you can't please everybody, man. And I killed myself to make weight, which in fact, I did make the weight. A lot of people don't know because I was 187 and I was depleted. And I said, you know what? I'm a freaking warrior. I always make fucking weight. And I went back in knowing I shouldn't have. And I went back in and I was 185.5.
Damn.
I just didn't make it to the scale. I got up and I was walking to the scale, not even be able to stand by myself. And I'm like, I have to do this. And I collapsed at the elevator and all this other stuff. But they don't see that. They don't see what I go through. You think everyone's going to know what I'm going through? What, tomorrow night when I got to cut weight, how I got to deplete myself? They don't give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody literally gives a fuck. You don't give a fuck. And that's okay.
No, you got me, Karen. I think you're my favorite fighter now, okay? Because you're the realist, all right?
But I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say to be mean. I'm just saying nobody gives a fuck. Nobody really cares. So get out there, do what you got to do, show up, make some stash, and live your life, man.
God, what a fun. You got me. Hey, I think I'm a changed man from this. Uriah Hall, the real one. To close, you promised. You said you heard of our show before. Was it good? Was it bad? We'll give you both moments if you watch close enough.
You know, listen, I stay away from media, man, because they twist my words. You know, if I say, I remember one time I said, oh man, Anderson Silva was the greatest of all time. I can't wait to fight this guy. I'm excited and overwhelmed at the same time. And the headline was Uriah Hall is overwhelmed to fight Anderson Silva. And I'm like, I didn't say it like that. So I just started looking at media different, because the media, you know, they owe it to tell the truth, but they don't. It's like, we don't care, it hurts, let's sell it. Yeah,
we want clicks. It's part of the game.
I get it, and I totally get it. I understand it, and do you, boo-boo. But here's the thing. Do I have to be a part of it? No. I don't.
I thought maybe you had some beef with Luke Thomas, my cohort on this show. That guy gets a lot of beefs, all right? They
I'm sure he does. I've heard him say some stuff, but you know what? Again, I'm no one to hate. Hate is a powerful thing. But
all right. Well, I'll say it for you. You know what? Fuck Luke Thomas. All right. Yeah. All right. That's what you're at. Headline: Brian Campbell and Uriah Hall. Fuck Luke Thomas. Hey,
I did
Uriah
not
Hall.
say that.
great chat. Best of luck on Saturday. Even if you're nervous on the walkout, bro, just go be you. Everything will be fine. All right.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Great chat. Thanks so much.